What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right. So, of course, um, earlier this week, it was announced that Kawhi Leonard would be stepping aside from participating on Team USA in this year's Summer Olympics. And the reason given was because of a nagging injury issue that Kawhi Leonard is still dealing with. At least that's the official uh, reason why he decided to step away. And you definitely could see that in the highlights of him on the court. He did seem to be a little bit stiff, a little bit off in his movement. And Paul Pierce today, former NBA player Paul Pierce, on Undisputed, said something that a lot of us have been thinking over the years, man, and that is that Kawhi Leonard should seriously start considering about his career outside of basketball. In other words, he said that Kawhi Leonard should consider retirement. That was a Freudian slip because I think the same thing about that guy. But he said, quote, knowing Kawhi's history of injuries, I like that move as far as him retiring. He probably has that itch, but I think it's probably best for both parts that he pays that team that's paying him money. Kawhi should really start thinking about retirement. I really do believe that. This is just for the guy's health. He's missed 44% of the games. You really got to think about the long run for yourself. And he's talking about the fact that he's missed 44% of his games as a Clipper. Mind you, he's been on the team since 2019. So he's missed 44% of those games. I think altogether in his career, he's missed something around, what is it, 36%? I haven't looked at it in a while, but 36% of the games in his career, somewhere in that range. So this is a guy that's missed a lot of time over his career. And since 2017, it's got to be over 40% or close to 40%. Look, this is just my opinion on this. I don't think that Paul Pierce is out of line here. It's getting to a point now where he can't even stay healthy long enough to be valuable for the Clippers during the postseason. Like, the pattern that's been setting in now is Kawhi starts the season, okay, relatively healthy by his standards. And then in the second half of the season, even with load management, he starts slowly wearing down. Remember before the rule changes as far as play, Kawhi would maybe play 60 games a year, never back-to-backs. And then he would somehow make it to April. But then, as the playoff starts, here he goes breaking down again, and that's been the play. Then he spends the summer recovering, and then we repeat for the next year. But now it's to the point where he can't even stay healthy for the team to, for him to be valuable for the team when they need him in the postseason. I mean, you can't have that all the time. Yes, players get hurt, but it can't be a consistent pattern where, look, man, this guy's getting hurt every year. And yes, he can't help that he's getting hurt, but let me ask you this. How would you feel if you were in construction? Matter of fact, let's make it even better. How would you feel if you were a furniture mover or something, and it's a team of 5 guys, and there's always a dude that's always out for some reason, and he makes more money than you per hour? He makes more money than you per hour because supposedly, this is a guy that can bench press 450, he's fast and all that. So he makes more money than you. But he's not there 2 out of 5 days out of the week, whatever the case may be. And you guys got to share the burden of lifting all that heavy ass shit. And, he's somewhere, whatever. He's always hurt, my back or my calf muscle or, my braid's too tight or something, whatever the fuck it is. He's always gone, but you guys got to take the slack. It is what it is, man. At the end of the day, he's the highest paid player on that team. He's the superstar, but he's never there. Availability is a lot of this, obviously. Availability. And while when he plays, usually during the regular season, he can be great. But he's not available often. And now with Paul George gone, his main man, he's probably going to have to take more of the burden. He's going to have to take more of the burden offensively. So he's probably going to have to average more around 27, 28 points per game as opposed to 23, 24. And the chances are he's getting older. He's probably going to break down even faster. Man. And look, he got hurt, what, in April? April, right? If he is truly hurt, this is July. What is that telling you? I mean, I know that he's been trying to stretch out his career as long as possible with load management, prolong his career. But at some point, man, you're becoming almost a burden. Yes, you're phenomenal when you're available, man, but those games, I should say, and days are becoming fewer and fewer. Right? So even from a team standpoint, it's not really fair for this guy to be getting this amount of money. I'm talking about from a team standpoint. To be getting this amount of money and he's not available 15 to as many as 30 games a year. Remember, 1 year he missed the entire regular season. The likelihood of injury goes up as you get older, especially if you have a history of injury. It's not a real good investment, man. It's not. And to be honest with you, I know people are going to be like, I'm picking on Kawhi Leonard. What have they really done? Remember, this is the guy that came to this city in 2019 with the expectations that they were going to win a championship or at the very least make it to an NBA Finals. They've been to one conference finals and he wasn't even there. So, I mean, they've been failures. And to me, that window of opportunity for the Clippers is gone. It's gone. I think the last year that they were legitimately going to do something was maybe last year. So with Paul George gone, what is that telling you? It's a wrap. Yeah, I know it's about, the money and all that, but it's just a sign, man, that window of opportunity for the Clippers is over. Too many other teams have now caught up and, in my opinion, surpassed them. So, look, to me, what I think is going to happen, probably, Kawhi Leonard's going to probably play something around 50-some games next year. I don't think he's going to make that 65-game threshold this time. I really think he's starting to break down. As a matter of fact, when I saw him, maybe it's just me, but he looks a little heavier, which probably means he's not really being able to do too much as far as keeping himself in basketball, in tip-top basketball shape. I mean, he's in great physical shape compared to us, but basketball shape, he might be carrying around an additional 10 pounds that he wasn't carrying before. you know. So that's just speculation on my part, but yeah, I agree with Paul Pierce, man. But tell me what you guys think.